Hello YouTube. Today I'm going to show you how to change your automatic transmission fluid using topsider. It's a vacuum pump. I've been using it 6-7 years probably now, somewhere around there. And the reason why I'm going to be using well, let me give you more details about this. So there is a tube, this tube that will get inserted into where the dipstick was, and I just pulled out my dipstick. Where there is the dipstick sticking out, it's holding on to the bottom. I just don't want to lay it down, contaminate. Before I insert this tube, I want to make sure it's clean, 99.9%, because you don't want to inject any dirt inside the transmission whenever you're extracting, because any fine small particles of dirt will damage your transmission and you end up spending $1,000 on repairs. So this is what it looks like. That clamp right there is going to get pinched, and then there's a handle. I'm going to pump it 30 to 40 times, insert it into let me show you. I'm going to insert into right there. Sure if the camera can pick it up. Transmission right there's the tube. Yes, right there's the tube into transmission dipstick tube, and vacuum all the liquid. Why I'm going to be vacuuming all the liquids out of the transmission? Well, here is the reason why. So there is your transmission, Ford Taurus transmission. It has no drain plug. Unfortunately, there's no drain plug, not even on the side. Let's see if I can do the camera there. So there is no drain plug. So that's the reason why I'm going to vacuum it out, just like do it in the shops. Well, actually better when you do it yourself, because you don't know if that tube they inserted has been cleaned and things of that nature. So am I going to drop the oil pan? No. The reason why, because when I called my local Ford dealerships, they didn't have the oil filter in stock, and I needed to do the oil change today. So fresh fluid is always better when you do it yourself. When you take it to the shop, there is a risk, and I will make a video why there is a risk of taking your car to the oil shops to have the transmission fluid flushed. You know what I mean? There's a lot of complaints that people's transmissions actually fail after the flush. That's one thing, because if you remove this oil pan, you more likely have to replace the gasket. The gasket is expensive. It's like $40 gasket OEM. When it comes to transmission filters, I don't believe in aftermarket, because they put too much. They restrict the flow of the oil by creating those filter media too thick, and you end up starving transmission of the fluid, because aftermarket the oil filters for transmissions, they're not designed, in my opinion, to be performing better than factory. When it comes to engine oil filter, that's different, but not automatic transmission filters. So now I have pumped about 30 strokes, 30 pumps, and now I'm going to release this clamp and see how it is. So as you can see, it's extracting the fluid, even though the fluid is cold. Right there. So using the topsider vacuum pump, I was able to vacuum out 6 quarts of aromatic transmission fluid. It's amazing, you know what I mean. I'm surprised myself. I probably had room for a couple more quarts, maybe 8 quarts. I'm not sure what's the top capacity. Now I'm going to put it back 6 quarts, drive the vehicle, get the fluid to the normal operating temperature, warm up, and then measure it and see if I need to add more. I think I would have to add more, because when I measured before, it seemed to be was on the lower side. So any tube into the dipstick tube, you know what I mean, on top side, you gotta kind of play around to get it back, kind of pulling it on in and out till you know what I mean, get to the point where you know it's completely pumping, it's completely in and pumping all the fluid out. So as you can see, my funnel is clean and it's spotless. The reason why it's clean and spotless because it has to be clean when it comes to any fluids. Let me show you my trick, how I keep it clean. This is my trick. See the bag right there? The trash bag? Yes, I keep my hoses for transmission, engine, my funnels in a trash bag. It's sealed and dust never touches, you know what I mean. That's why when last time I did my oil change on my Lexus, after the transmission fluid change, I cleaned it, put it in a bag, and it's clean, ready to go for another oil change on a different vehicle with the different fluid type, so without cross-contaminating. By the way, I'm putting the last 6 bottle, and if AMSOIL transmission fluid was not compatible with this vehicle or any other vehicles that I use personally, this is I'm doing for old men using AMSOIL. If this was not compatible fluid or was a bad fluid to start with, I wouldn't be putting into somebody else's vehicle or my own vehicles. You can check it out my other YouTube videos. You know what I mean. This is the best stuff you can get. Synthetic fluid for automatic transmission. You know, it's a really good stuff. Improves the fuel economy, improves how the transmission shifts. You know, AMSOIL products are tested in the field to be confirmed that they do perform as they intended. So that's the thing that I like about one. What else? One more thing I want to mention to you guys, that if you sign up using my number in my description, I will give you guys additional discount offer in the email. Yes, if you sign up through me as a preferred customer, I'll give additional discount offer in the email. I will send it out to you guys. So you're not just getting a wholesale price, but you get an additional discount through me only. You know what I mean? That's a little perk that I offer to those who sign up through me. If you like my channels, don't forget to subscribe and enjoy saving money doing it yourself.